Good morning. Getting for round two of my 12 round bout with chemo. All ready for it. Raring to start the day. Uh, Actually slept pretty good through the night, but woke up at 4 this morning. Unbelievable levels of energy. Um, it was really great. So I posted a video late last night, and then it really does fill me with joy. I see a number of my cousins, uh, Gabby and Florian in Germany, watched it overnight. So it really does mean a lot to me. Seems to be a core group of people seeing um, friends, uh, people I haven't seen 20 years, and it's funny just like recognizing the name, and I get flooded with these wonderful memories of things we've done, and that's why I'm doing these. One, to document all of this. Uh, yeah, like I said, kind of on a really just positive roll. My energy level's great. I already got about 3,000 steps. Was walking around my pasture. Did about an hour of work, catching up on emails and such. Here it is at about just after 7 in the morning. I got a couple hours till I got to be at the cancer clinic. Um, I didn't. I did my cold plunge. Yeah, so that's part of what I wanted to detail. One of the things I did, one of the parts of feeling empowered in this cancer fight is, as I said, as an analyst with analysis paralysis for sure. I'm now enacting so many of the things that I've read. So my morning routine, um, I've been starting with a green tea. I threw a little apple cider vinegar in that. I've tried to do apple cider vinegar in the past. That's supposed to be a really great way to start the morning. Hurt my teeth a lot. Seems to be uh, mitigated by putting it in the tea with some lemon. I guess it's diluted enough, and I drink it right down. I don't really like green tea, but I've been drinking it because it's supposed to have a bunch of stuff. Uh, you know, I guess it gets you to release stem cells from your bone marrow. There's antioxidants. There's a bunch of these other chemicals. I'll probably put more together on that. But yeah. So anyway, my morning routine. Well, right now, if I wake up super early and I don't want to wake up my wife, a lot of times I will walk in the pasture. Again, I have a daily goal of getting 12,000 steps, and I think I mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. Um, for March, that was the first time ever. Again, with my Fitbit, I've got 5 or 6 years of data now, real-time data on what my heart rate is and my daily steps and all that. And this is the first month I've ever gotten my average daily steps of above 12,000. It's like 12,400 or something. Now, not every day did I do 12,000 steps, but there were certain days where I did 18, 20,000 steps, which is good by any measure. But my goal is to try to average 12,000 steps per day, every day. Um, that was something I did last year, was that couch potato to 5K, but I was still pretty heavy at that point. Now, again, I'm 238 this morning. Probably talk about that on how, and I got about, according to the in-body scan, about 20 more pounds to lose, but I feel good. At this point, I am not trying to rapidly lose that because I need it for the chemo. I need some weight to work on. I did essentially had a cheat day for Easter, so I went from 237 to 242 yesterday. So Sunday I was 237 in the morning, 242 yesterday in the morning, and now this morning again I was back down to 238. And it's very very common for me for my weight in a day, plus or minus 5 pounds between eating and fasting. But the fasting is really great. And that's, I would make the distinction between intermittent fasting is any time up to 24 hours. regular fast is 24 to 72 hours, and then long-term fasting, which I actually at this point have a lot of experience over the last year and a half or 2 years, and I'll probably talk about that in a separate video I'd like to do. So one of the things a friend's aunt, Sandra, giving her a shout out, asked me if I was willing, and very, very open to it. She's going to work Reiki with me, if I pronounce that right. I'll probably give more to, but I did wanted to give her a shout out and a thank you. So we're going to try that today. It's an Eastern form of medicine. I actually don't know a lot about it, but I might talk to her more about it. Like we had a short talk yesterday, and like I said, I'd like to consider her a new friend. And I also heard she's coming to visit Huntsville in July, so I look really forward to meeting her face to face. But yeah, I'll be talking more about a lot of the different therapies I'm trying, and I have some ideas on better ways to track this. One of the things as an analyst and a statistician, I'd really like to see a lot more of the statistics, and I'm having a hard time finding them. So anyway, this is a short good morning. Probably the last time. Again, I didn't comb my hair. Man, it looks thin right now because I'm worried I'm going to pull a lot of it out. My plan is to go to Great Clips later, get it cut for Wigs for Kids, and again on Saturday I'll have it, the rest of it, buzzed for the St. Baldrick's event, which the St. Baldrick's, they raise money for kids with cancer. It's one of these all volunteer groups, so it's not one of these big charities that have to pay their CEO hundreds of thousands of dollars, something like that. Everybody donates their time and their money and their effort. So anyway, with that, I'm raring to go for round 2, and I'll give probably an update later. Rock on, everybody.